Shalom, shalom. Hope everybody's doing good. Sitting here at the desk in a makeshift office, just studying the Word. Got up rather early this morning, got my praise on, trying to create the agenda for today, which is creating an atmosphere of praise. I got something that I want to share with you that I've been thinking about it for a few days now. In Psalms 119, verse 62, David said, I rejoice at thy word. I rejoice at that word as a one that findeth a great spoil. I like to say it like this. I rejoice at thy word as one that findeth great wealth, a treasure. There's a stagnation in the church that people do not rejoice in God's word. They don't rejoice to the fact that they'll tell you that they love God and yeah, they value his word, but do they hunger and thirst for his word? Do they like the idea that they can quote scriptures? Do they like the idea, my Bible, I got markings in my Bible to prove that I study it? But do you have the markings in your character, in your life, that you love the Father? To love the Father is to obey him. When you have a yearning for the Father, when you have a deep, deep hunger and thirst for his word, when you look at his word as being more valuable than your job, more valuable than your life, when you hunger and thirst for his word more than you do the air that you breathe, we will do everything within our power to pursue that, to walk uprightly before him. That characteristic has left the church. That characteristic has left the church. Because when you hunger for, let me tell you something, when you hunger for God's word and you pursue his word, he's going to lead you into the deepest revelation of his word that you can handle. And that deepness of his word is when you allow him to lead you into the fundamentals of Torah, the basics of Torah. There's a lot of people that are bored in church. They go out of obligation, not because they have a love for the word, simply because, in all honesty, the word is not being preached on Sunday mornings. It's more of a motivational speak. It's more of a spiritual pep rally. When you have a hunger for the word, you're going to study the word. When you go to the Father and you say, open up the eyes of my understanding. Give me the spirit of wisdom. Give me the spirit of truth. You have to be willing to receive it. It tells us not to cast our pearl before the swine. The Father's not going to do any different. He knows whether or not you're going to serve him. He knows whether or not you're going to embrace his Torah. I've known people that have been in the Word for 30 and 40 years, and they have yet to embrace Torah. Their eyes have yet to been opened to the truth. Why? He knows they will not receive it. But if you want to be in covenant with the Father, if you want to be in covenant with him, if you want to walk uprightly before him, you have got to allow him to bring you into covenant. You've got to be willing to turn your back on religion, on the religious rituals, and you have to embrace Torah. You have to embrace it, piece by piece, step by step. Meditate upon this and be blessed. Till next time, shalom.